Ryan, team news, Brad Singleton, Ryan Hall, Richie Myler back in the 19.
Yes.
Feature?
Yeah, all will play, which is good news, yeah.
Yeah, how much of a boost does it to have those players back?
Certainly, all three of those blokes have been good soldiers for us all year. Richie Myler especially, new recruit, settled in really well, and missed him for the last couple of games. Good to have him back.
How much have you missed Brad Singleton?
Yeah, it's one of those, he's a classic case of you don't realise what you got till he's gone, and I think along with everybody else, Brad, knows there's more to come from him, but he's been a really solid performer for us all season, been a bit of a pack leader, and commanding respect within our group. So yeah, he's going to feature on Thursday night, and he'll influence the group, I'm sure.
I think in terms of players unavailable, you're down to sort of single figures rather than double figures at the moment. Do you see the?
It's a nice little bonus, that, isn't it?
It's a little bonus, isn't it? It's still 7 or 8, isn't it, that are out. But do you see players being encouraged by the fact that they've got extra bodies around in training and things like that?
Yeah, well, training's had a few more numbers there back playing this week, in training this week. So I've been saying for a few weeks, it's good. It's good. We're in good shape. It's going to come good. I know it is. I couldn't tell you that a couple of years ago. This will come good. I can't describe to you how good a headspace all the players are in. They're really keen for it. They're up for a fight. It's a pleasure to be amongst them, and we just complete another week's training there, and it's a great position to be in, really. In terms of what it's going to look like in another 2 years' time, there's some great foundations being put in place. There's some really strong lessons being taught to each other at the moment. So a couple of more bodies back, and a few more competition with places, and then who knows.
Stevie Ward's concussion started to give you a bit more concern.
Yeah. Stevie Ward and Mull have been ruled out through concussion again, so that's frustrating news. There's not much you can do. Stevie was, to be fair to Stevie, he was out cold when he clocked into Mikolaj Oleski's head. So Mull's a little more of an innocuous one, which carries over for a second week. So there's just nothing you can do with those. They start talking about concussions and heads and legalities, and not much you can do. You just say he's ruled out because of concussion. So I can argue against physios when he says they're ruled out because of an hamstring, and I go talk to the player and say, is it generally that bad? And some players might say, I think I might get away with it, and some players do play. But with concussion, it's not a conversation to have.
Have you got any idea when you might have Stevie back available?
Well, look, after this game, we've got a long turnaround till Sunday. We play Castleford on the following Sunday, a week on Sunday, so I'll be very surprised if both players aren't available for that. But once again, we never know.
What would a win at Wigan do for the side right now, do you think?
Do you know, I think what we've got going on is a bit bigger than a win at Wigan. I think when we're rattling along a usual season, a win at Wigan's a big thing, and it'll do us good, and I'm sure it'll do us good. 2 points is going to do us good right now. I don't care where it is. We need a win, whether it's at Wigan or in Timbuktu. Let's get 2 points, and I think we'll gain more from getting 2 points, and more from just affirming some of the good stuff that we've got going on with the team. All the losses that we've been having recently, there's been some really purple patches during games. Trying to convince players that this is good. These are good passages of play. This is a good thing to do. That's harder to do when you keep coming up with a loss. So just getting a win is probably the most important thing, regardless where it is.
Back to Ryan Hall, he's been linked recently with a move to Hull KR. Do you see his long-term future at Rhinos? Would you like him to sign a new deal?
Yes to both.
Do you think it will be soon when the club does announce that Ryan Hall? What are the negotiations like at the moment? Where are we?
I think everything's okay. I think there's no drama with any of it. I think anybody of Ryan's stature in the game is going to attract interest. you know, I think Ryan's in good shape. I think he's enjoying his time with us at the moment. I think his head's in a great place. Playing some really good stuff. Really fit at the moment. Was one of their best players over in Denver there just recently. So, you know, we've got a good player. You know, and I'm sure any decision Ryan makes, he's going to be with our best interest as well. You know, he's a big fan of the club, Ryan. He's a Leeds lad and spent a lot of good time here. So he'll. I don't think there's any urgency or pressure, or I don't think anybody needs an answer just yet.
Did Liam Sutcliffe take a big step forward against Catalans in terms of his own confidence?
Well, he's got. I think Sutty's still coming back from injury. I think he's still got a couple of games under his belt before he hits his straps there. And he, along with another few, have to step up. You know, they have to. You know, we've got the really younger fellas that we can talk about, the Cam Smiths and the Josh Walters and Jack Walkers and those type of people, and then we talk about some senior guys like Cuthbos and Ryan Hall and, you know, Tommy Briscoe you throw into that category. But then you got that mid bracket as well, your Ash Hanleys and your Liam Sutcliffes, who have been around for a couple of seasons now, 2 or 3 seasons. Sutty especially, 2013 he made his debut. So it's those blokes that need to step up. It's those blokes that need to take charge, and not just rely on the senior blokes, and not just wait, you know, and do that for the younger blokes to come up with some stuff. So another few games would be good, Sutty.
Can you see the younger players themselves seizing the opportunity, particularly Jack Walker, the way he played against Catalans in the first half?
Yeah, you know that try he scored, Jack, against Catalans, I'm not sure many people in the comp right here and now would score that try, the first try that we scored there, where he tore them up the middle. And I think just, again, some of that experience we went through a couple of years ago, when they get in a huddle after training and, you know, maybe just in the meeting room, they all talk with the conviction, and that's being thrust upon the young fellas. The young fellas know what to say, they know how to act, they know what the words mean. You know, when somebody just comes out with a statement of hitting the opposition or locking onto the opposition, or, you know, they actually know what that means in the most extreme of circumstances. So, you know, Jack Walker's learning some really good lessons at the moment.